What's baking, sweetie love? I'm Dr. Drea, and this is the Sweet Life Show. Welcome to the first series of 2024, where we're going to be asking, being, and receiving more. It is your time to shine. You know that, right? Yes, we've been on the sideline too long, and 2023 got us prepared for some things. But now it's really time to step into the juicy goodness of your reality. And we're going to create that. So we're going to come along with this ride. Put your aprons on. Put your aprons on in your mind. Put your oven on in your mind, baby. We getting ready to bake up. 2024, receiving, asking, and being more. It's all about what we want out of this life. It's all about being more, showing up, and making it happen. So this is a 3-part series, and I'm going to give you 10 steps on how you can become your best self in 2024 for real, though. Now, I'm not just saying it, because I know sometimes it can seem kind of cliche. You know what I'm saying? Because we can say that and be like, oh my God, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and then we never do it, you know? And we don't want to have those kind of goals, because that's not what we're about. It's about ascending, right? We start ascending to our best self because we know what we got in store for us. We got to become our best self because we're already there. The vibe is already there. But sometimes we just can't see that. We can't pull on to that because we're looking at everything else outside of us, listening to programs on TV and radio and, you know, just things that really just don't pertain to our higher self, right? So that's what this is all about. You know, the sweet life is all about life alchemy. It's about alchemizing your life, alchemizing the way that you think, changing your habits, changing your routines so you can get the things that you want. We want to manifest good things into our life, right? We want to manifest more abundance, more love, more prosperity. We want to feel good. You know what I mean? It's all about feeling good. Because when you can feel good every single day, without having those material things and knowing that it's already within you, that those material things are coming to you just to make life easier, just to make life more funner. But we got to be that to ourselves first, right? We have to have that energy to flow and move the way we want to move, baby. So let's bake up. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into these steps real quick. You know what I'm saying? All right. So 10 steps to manifesting the best version of you, right? Yes, because that's what it's all about, because we're asking, being, and receiving more. So the first step is let love be your guide. Let that be your foundation, not fear, but faith, love, happiness, peace, and joy. When you follow the love within, it just feels so good because it just comes out. You feel good. You feel light. When you know that you love something, or you eat something that you love, or you see something that you love, or you're with somebody that you love, or you talk to somebody that you love, how you feel? Go ahead, I'll wait. You feel good, don't you? I already know. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You feel good. So let that vibration be your guide as you move in this reality, as you grow within this reality. Don't let fear hold you down. Now, see, here's the challenge with that. People that move in fear will try to bring you down to their vibration because that's all they know. If they don't know how love feels, then they don't feel free. They don't feel happy. They don't feel whole. They feel fearful and scared and angry and upset and emotional. Those things are heavy. You want to feel free. You want to feel good. You want to feel light. You want to feel love. And when you move in that vibration, you feel so good. So let me give you some exercises on how you can do that. You can do that by listening to love songs. Oh my gosh, the one by, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Sano Alagora. She is amazing at what she does. And with the song, I am so sorry, y'all. Somebody was running through the apartments just screaming and yelling. I was like, you all in my God. Anyways, well, that song, What You Won't Do, do for love? You tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you made me do for love what I would not do. That song right there. I don't know how much I'm gonna play of that, but yeah, that song. Falling in love with the moment, falling in love with yourself, dedicating love songs to yourself, writing love letters to yourself, being on that frequency of love, thinking about things that you love, people that you love, things that you love about you, things that you love about life, things that you love about the Most High, the cosmos, the universe, things that you love about Source. Love, letting that be your guide every single day, every single moment, until that becomes a habit. So many things are going to try to get you off balance, keep you off frequency, keep you all messed up, because that's just the frequency that sometimes the environment entails. But what do you do to stay still? What do you do to stay grounded? How do you stay grounded in an environment like that? You let love be your guide, right? Yes. Let that love fill you up. Next one. Be a whole mood, be an environment. Your energy is everything. So that leads on to number one. But now you're going to be it. You're going to really be grounded in that. Have a persona about you. Something that says, I'm grounded. And when people try to mess with you, they're going to learn today. They're going to learn today. I mean, moving in this environment, especially going to work and, a whole bunch of people don't want to be there. People just, they're whatever we are, whatever we vibrate, that's what we're going to be putting out, and sometimes that interferes with our world. And most of the time, we ain't got no damn time for that. I don't feel like dealing with your fucked up mood today. I just don't want to, period. And I know a lot of us feel like that, because I feel like the older I get, the more introverted I start to become, because it's just certain frequency and vibes that I just don't want to be around. I want to be around organic, fruitful conversations and auras and vibes. That's what I like. I can mix and mingle with the other stuff for a little bit, but that's just not me. That's just not my vibe. So I am a whole frequency. I am a whole mood. Yes. And most of the time that mood is loner shit, like by myself, because that's what feels good to me. That's what emanates from me. So, I start to befriend other people that are like that. And that feels good. I like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel good like that. I'm like, y'all my people. We peoples. You know what I'm saying? Cool. When we need time away, when we just want to be alone, we're going to be alone. And we're going to have our own time. Yes. But when you are in my vibe, it's going to be love. It's going to be peace. It's going to be harmony. It's going to feel good, because that's what it is. That's what we do. You know what I mean? So when you're grounded in that energy, in that love, in that happiness, in that peace, in that joy, whether alone or with other people, and you're vibing with other people, it just feels good. It just rocks right, because that's just what it is. That's your thing. So when people try to infiltrate that, they gonna learn, because you have these boundaries around your fortress. This is my vibe. This is my mood. These are my boundaries. Don't try to step on them. And you have to find ways to play with it, because people will try you, people will trigger you, but this is growing your muscle of resiliency, right? This is growing your muscle of being grounded. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you continue to grow that muscle. You want to make sure that you're not reacting to the world, but the world is reacting to you. You know what I mean? And that's another step we're going to talk about. But this is the foundation of that, of knowing who you are, of not being so easily moved. When you have that frequency, when you have that whole vibe, when you have that whole mood of what you carry, right? And, of course, energies can be very immature. And so they will try you. You got to think about energies as, kids sometimes. They will try you just because they're bored. They want somebody else to be on the same frequency that they are. If they're irritated, they want to irritate you. If they're upset, they want to upset you. If they're sad, they want to make you sad. unless they're just a loner like me and a master manifester, and I know how to transmutate that shit. But I got to be alone by myself for a little bit to be, in my own cocoon so I can figure this shit out. I don't want to put that on nobody else because I'm aware of what's going on. Sometimes maybe not with my husband is a time, a month, and sometimes I don't know. And then but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, be a whole mood, be a whole vibe, stand on that. Yeah, cool. When we need time away, when we just want to be alone, we're going to be alone and we're going to have our own time. Yes. But when you are in my vibe, it's going to be love. It's going to be peace. It's going to be harmony. It's going to feel good because that's what it is. That's what we do. You know what I mean? So when you're grounded in that energy, in that love, in that happiness, in that peace, in that joy, whether alone or with other people, when you're vibing with other people, it just feels good. It just rocks right because that's just what it is. That's your thing. So when people try to infiltrate that, they gonna learn because you have these boundaries around your fortress. This is my vibe. This is my mood. These are my boundaries. Don't try to step on them. And you have to find ways to play with it because people will try you, people will trigger you, but this is growing your muscle of resiliency, right? This is growing your muscle of being grounded. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you continue to grow that muscle. You want to make sure that you're not reacting to the world, but the world is reacting to you. You know what I mean? And that's another step we're going to talk about. But this is the foundation of that, of knowing who you are, of not being so easily moved. When you have that frequency, when you have that whole vibe, when you have that whole mood of what you carry, right? And, of course, energies can be very immature. And so they will try you. You got to think about energies as, kids sometimes. They will try you just because they're bored. They want somebody else to be on the same frequency that they are. If they're irritated, they want to irritate you. If they're upset, they want to upset you. If they're sad, they want to make you sad. Unless they're just a loner like me and a master manifester, and I know how to transmutate that shit. But I got to be alone by myself for a little bit to be, in my own cocoon so I can figure this shit out. I don't want to put that on nobody else because I'm aware of what's going on. Sometimes maybe not with my husband is a time, a month, and sometimes I don't know. And then but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, be a whole mood, be a whole vibe, stand on that, period. And yes, so this last step that we're going to talk about in this first part of the series is don't react to the world, but let the world react to you. Not being easily moved. That's a big thing for me because we have to manifest the vibe that we want. We have to manifest the day that we want, right? And so when you go to work or even when you get on the road, think about how many people are out of alignment. But you're staying in alignment because you are a whole force. You are a whole fortress. And somebody trying to keep you down. And it's like, no, we're not going for that today. You will react to me because you can do what you want outside of these walls. I don't care. This is my fortress. Whatever is going on out there, that's fine. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I recently came into, and I really, appreciate Source for giving me that download because I'm like, wow, I don't have to react to what everybody else is doing out there. I don't have to react to what this job is doing. I don't have to react to what my husband is doing or what everybody else is doing. This is me, right? This is what I want to do. This is how I want to feel. Now, you do have to have a response when somebody says something, or you don't. You don't have to. You can be quiet as you want to. You can just let people be who they are. If you don't like the energy, fuck it. Don't give it no attention. Don't pay attention to that. If it's not serving you, then don't serve it. Period. I'm not going to serve you if you're not serving me. You're not serving my higher self. You're serving my lower self. And she's sitting down right now. She's cool. Like, no, and I'm not about to get her riled up for you. Like, that's not what we do. I love to walk in my light. So I'm going to walk in my light. In these walls, fortress. Gang gang. Yeah, we walking on faith and everything. Now that shit you on, I don't know, but that don't got nothing to do with me. Right? So when the world is doing what it wants to do, the job is doing what they want to do, everybody outside doing what they want to do you. Keep doing you. Don't react to the world. Sometimes just take a pause. That's a practice. Take a pause before you react. Especially if you like me, I got a temper. I can't get upset. You know what I mean? And when I really get upset, I'm upset. And I've been working on that. And I've been practicing that. And now I pause. I'll pause. Somebody do some stupid shit, get yourself right. You know what I'm saying? When you do it the first time, it's going to feel uncomfortable. Second time, going to feel uncomfortable. And I'm not going to tell you that it ever just gets, I'm not even at that place where I'm just totally solid and just not want to cut motherfucker out. But I've gotten better. And that's what's important. It is important to know what you want out of a situation, what you want out of a day. It is important to put your armor on before you go, which is the love, right? You know, the armor of the Most High, the armor of God, the armor of Source. Put your armor on. This is my fortress. Can't nobody come in here. I don't care what you do. I don't care. Even if I seem delusional to people sometimes, even if I seem crazy, that's fine. I don't care, because what matters to me is how I feel, and I want to feel good. And guess what? I orchestrated that, and I created that this morning. I already created the reality that I want. So anybody trying to add their ingredients to my reality is just not going to work, because who are you? Yeah, that part. You can't get anything in here that I'm not allowing, okay? Those are my boundaries. Yeah, got a guard at the door. Excuse me, what are you doing here? You weren't invited. Did you call? Did you ring? Well, you can't come in, bye, bitch. And close the damn door. Close the door. Hell, stop worrying about it. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing out there and trying, you know what I mean? Because I was a victim of that. I let myself be a victim of that and was falling for that bullshit. Like, no, I'm not. We're not doing that. This is a game we're not playing. You don't just get to come over here and spew your energy on me and I'm just supposed to receive that. No. And if I do have to address it, I'll address it with authority and love. You know what I mean? There's a difference between addressing something when you're upset and when you are in a place of love. When you come from a place of love, you don't feel like I gotta, get one up on you or boof you in your face and tell you what it is. When you're operating from a place of love, I'm going to tell you from a place of assertiveness, of authority, and a whole lot of love. Because I don't have malice in my heart like that. I don't have knee-jerk reactions to the world. The world reacts to me. Woo! You teach people how you want to be treated. That's how you teach people how you want to be treated, right there. It's all about what you want out of life, what you want out of the situation, what you want. Create that shit. Don't let nobody keep putting their ingredients into your world. That don't belong in here. I got a nice cake, okay? And I got the right damn ingredients. And I woke up with peace and love in my heart, in my mind, in my soul. You're not going to take that from me. And you're not about to infiltrate my world because I done let your ass in. Period. Yes. Okay, y'all. So that was the first series. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you're creating your world, and I hope you're creating your world right, baby, because it is your time to shine. It's 2024. We're asking, and we're receiving more. Let's go. Let's get it in. F the crumbs and eat the whole sweet life pie. Stay conscious, stay woke, stay creating your reality, and stay on your sweet life high. I'll see you in the next video.